Welcome to my second video of me testing the iPhone 17 Pro versus the Oppo Find X6 Pro, an Android phone from almost 3 years ago. And on those videos I'm testing professional video recording. I'm going against what everyone says on the internet, that the iPhone is the best smartphone to record professional videos. And if you didn't watch the first video, I recommend you to watch before this one, or you can watch later, it's up to you, but I recommend you watch it before watching this one. On the first video I tested the main camera only, and on this video I'm gonna test the telephoto camera. Let's go. And first things first, how I recorded and edited all those videos. On iPhone I recorded all in ProPres Raw OpenGate on Blackmagic camera. And on Android, I recorded all on MotionCam app, raw video on OpenGate as well. I used the MLV app to export all the DNGs from the MotionCam Pro footage, and all editing was done on DaVinci Resolve. And on DaVinci Resolve, I tried to match both footage to have the same exposure, same highlights level and shadows level too, and I try to keep them very similar to each other. And since the Android, the Oppo Find X6 Pro has a 2.x lens zoom and the iPhone has a 4x lens zoom, I will have to crop the videos on the Oppo Find X6 Pro to match the range, the 4x zoom on the iPhone camera. I'm gonna explain it better on the videos I'm gonna show you right now. So yeah, let's go for the footage, the videos I took with the iPhone and the Oppo. The first videos are gonna be iPhone, and then the Oppo are gonna be right after. As you can see, the iPhone is very shaky, and now the Oppo, you can see the iPhone was more zoomed in, so I had to crop the video on the Oppo. So I'm recording OpenGate, 4K OpenGate on the Oppo, but I have to crop in more because it's a 2.7 lens zoom. And here I show you how I try to match kind of like almost perfectly the zoom on the iPhone, which is 4x, and now the crops so you can see more details. As you can see, the iPhone is very shaky because it doesn't have any image stabilization, not the what's the iPhone called, the stabilization, the sensor shift does not work with OpenGate on the iPhone in any of the lenses, which is kind of weird, very weird. With the Android phones you can definitely use the OIS system on MotionCam Pro. And as you can see on the details, talking about the image itself, I don't see much difference. They are pretty much the same, but remember, we are cropping a 2.7x lens to match a 4x lens. And remember too, this phone is 3 years old. Apple had 3 years advantage to develop software, develop better sensors and everything else, and I don't see much difference. So that's the second shot, the Oppo. Again, I show you how I zoomed in on the DaVinci Resolve to match the 4x zoom on the iPhone. And let's go for the crops, the details, to see if there is any difference. There's iPhone very shaky, no idea why the stabilization does not work with OpenGate, so that's a huge advantage for the Android too. And as you can see on the details, not much difference. Again, you can kind of argue that there is a little bit more details on the iPhone, maybe, I don't know, that's not exactly what I'm seeing, but this shouldn't be this way. Like, it's a 4x lens against a 2.7. I'm having to crop. There is no stabilization. There's like 3 years advantage, and that's what you get with the Oppo Find X6 Pro in RAW Cinema DNG. Again, another frame freeze, so you can see the differences, which are not much. Another shot, tree there, a post lamp there, Same thing, same system. I'm gonna show you the Oppo Find X6 Pro footage. As you can see, it's not as zoomed in as the iPhone because the iPhone has 4x, and I'm gonna crop this footage from the Oppo to match the iPhone footage. So there you can see 158% zoom on the DaVinci Resolve I did, and I can match almost perfectly the iPhone video on top of it. And now let's see the details. As you can see on this one, I'm gonna only show one crop. I think you guys could see like there's not much difference at all. iPhone very shaky again, and let's see the Oppo less shaky. In terms of details, maybe you can argue like there is like 5% more details on iPhone, maybe, I don't know. It's pretty much the same for me. Let's go for the last one. You can see the freeze frames there, and let's go for the last one. Remember, 3 years advantage for the iPhone, and in this year they increased the telephoto camera, the sensor size by 62%, if I'm not wrong, and still I can crop on a 3 years old sensor from the Android and have almost the same quality as the iPhone, pretty much the same quality. I can imagine like the telephoto on the I can't imagine the telephoto on the 16 Pro and 15 Pro, since just now on the 17 Pro, they increased the size by 60 something %. Again, match the footage on the Oppo, zooming in to match the 4x zoom on the iPhone, and that's the iPhone and that's the Oppo. Pretty much the same details you can get with the Oppo, cropping in a lot more than the iPhone because again 2.7x. So there's pretty much it for the footage, but there's one more thing. Yeah, one more thing. There's something there for me. It's the most ridiculous thing on the telephoto camera of the iPhone, which is minimal focus distance. The iPhone 17 Pro simply cannot focus very close. You have to take a few steps back to have any focus on the iPhone, which is not present on the Android. It's like a feature that is very important on a telephoto camera, like the ability to focus in close distances, and you simply cannot do on the iPhone. It's some types of shots you can never have on the iPhone 17 Pro. And remember, the iPhone is like 3 years newer. They had 3 years to develop sensors, lenses, and everything else, and they can't do something that a 3-year-old device can do. So on the Oppo, I think you can focus in like 20 centimeters or something like that, and the iPhone is over a meter, and you simply cannot have the same ability to focus and have this type of shots on the iPhone. It's something no update can fix, nothing can fix this. It's the physical property of the camera. So you're not gonna have this very, very beautiful bokeh on the iPhone when you trying to focus close. You can like step back and record the same thing, but it's not gonna look the same at all. So that's, for me, is the biggest flaw on the iPhone, which is like 3 times more expensive, 3 or 4 times more expensive, 3 years newer, and I don't know, has been praised forever on the internet by everyone, saying it's the best tool for video recording, for professional video recording, and it cannot do a simple task, a simple thing like focus closely like the Oppo Find X6 Pro can do from 3 years ago. So that's it. That is for this video. If you didn't watch the first video showing comparing the main camera, I recommend you to watch it. And so far, I don't see it. I don't see how the iPhone gets so much praise at all. I want you to comment in the comment sections what you think. Is this telephoto camera a lot better, 3 years old, 3 years newer? You can see it in the videos like, wow, this is a 3-year difference in hardware and software and everything else. Comment, and that's it. Bye.